Yeah, right, on the left. Yeah.
But the railroad wanted to come through here,
Oh, yeah.
and the governor's parents wouldn't.
His parents.
It was his,
It was just, it was reporters that owned all this land. It
Yes,
wasn't
it
his parents, no.
But it was
his grandparents.
his grandparents or somebody that wouldn't allow for the railroad to come through here,
Well, they're there, yeah.
and because of it, y'all feel like that it altered
It went to Martin.
the existence of Palmersville. In other words, the railroad went to Martin versus here, and because of it,
We
Martin
had,
grew in Palmersville died.
right, Martin growed and Palmersville died.
we had tried to sell a funeral home.
Really?
Yeah.
Bank?
Yeah, well, this was mine. But this was this other little.
You had a college, you had a high school,
Yes.
you had everything but a hospital, right?
Had this,
But you did have doctors.
doctors.
You had more than one doctor. You had 4 doctors in total.
Yes, yes.
Right. She's wanting to show me something right here.
Okay.
Picture of the college.
That's a picture of the college.
Right.
Palmersville College.
You know, it's a
And I remember this building, and it was a cheese factory.
cheese factory. What do you got
Yeah, I
there?
got a piece of machinery out of that cheese.
What do you got there?
Oregon Forest in World War 1918. But that was shot over and twisted and made a vase out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That used to be a canister of a shell,
Yeah.
artillery shell.
Yeah.
How many though?
What about that right there sitting there?
Oh, that's a big one. That right there blow up. That right there blow up a whole house. What is that?
You tell me. You're an Army man.
I don't know, sir. That's getting more into the missile range. That ain't a bullet. That's a missile. That's not a bullet.
You don't think it is?
No.
You had that thing.
No, that ain't no 50 cal. No. Whiskey. Look at here.
Pre-war.
Really? Pre-war whiskey bottle. That is old.
I mentioned something a while ago up yonder on the state line.
Uh-huh.
If you go up here on the state line before you go into Kentucky,
Uh-huh.
Alvin McLean was a school teacher at Union over yonder for a long time ago. He was a damn good one. Well, that whole, I took Jim and Ben up there and showed them where that big 2-story home was at.
Right.
They had that big smokehouse out there full of damn meat. They killed hogs.
Uh-huh.
A bunch of them Union soldiers come through the whole damn company of them going to the Mississippi River. I'd show you where it's at, none of it's there no more.
What did they tear it down, waste
no.
it, burn it?
No,
Eat it?
They eat everything. They made that woman cook they women there cook every damn bit.
Oh,
of
those horror stories back then.
They eat every bit. of it.
Horror stories.
They eat every bit. Of it.
My grandmother used to tell us how that her mother used to tell how they used to have to hide under the houses and stuff.
Oh yeah.
To keep from them coming in there and raping them and taking advantage of
Right
them.
over here, they slept in the Griffith Cemetery over there. Jonathan Matheny spent 5 years. He buried over where my daddy and brother and mother was over there. Spent 5 years. He was a captain in the Civil War for 5 years, the Confederacy.
Oh.
He's over there. And he brought some of the first settlers that's ever come in this country. He
did.
Yep. I can show his grave. And Oakley, my great grandmother, her mother was Johnson's girl.
Oh.
And one of them girls that he was married to is Oakley, and the other one was a Griffey. He's buried, saved each one on each side.
Look here. She was showing me that this right here was a college.
Yeah.
Do you remember that whenever you was a kid growing up?
Oh no, it done gone for
Who's
me.
done gone whenever you?
Done gone. Hey Jim, Ben, when did they? How later year was that college going?
I think it closed in 1912.
1912.
Yeah. And it started in 1894, I think.
I don't know. I never did.
And we got
It was
you haven't seen this. I'll show you there were two Primitive Baptist preachers that, well, it was actually four brothers that started it. And one of them's wife's name was Minnie, and the other one's wife was named Ida. So they named the college Menida
Mandida.
after the two of them.
Right. What was you going to show me?
The picture.
This was the first year of
We
their
just
high
got these
school.
tonight.
Right here. Said we just got these tonight.
Jen's put them up, I think. Well, I'll get her picture.
It's a lot of history right here.
Yeah.
A lot of lost history if you don't watch.
No, it really isn't. It's gonna be worse now.
They just sent us where they sent me to the Lackland. And I was there for Lackland. We were you put them on. This is the one I brought. What picture? Did you see what I brought?
He wanted to show me something. I don't know what he wanted to show me. Is this the college that you wanted to show me?
Yeah, the four Kirkland brothers that started the college. We just got these tonight. The guy that's back there by the door.
She's looking for something.
She's looking for that.
Oh, she's looking for that.
That was really
Put
good.
it,
I couldn't have hit them too far.
I got to see those seats in the Europe and fly, we can fly out. See the reason why. Good job. I ain't gone. I'm gonna be back.
So Palmersville should have been Martin, Tennessee. If the governor and his family would allowed for the railroad to have
Here's Carrie Dale.
come down
Okay, Carrie Dale.
through Palmersville, but instead of the railroad going through Palmersville, it went through Martin, Tennessee.
I did stick them somewhere.
She's looking for something. She's lost something. I don't know what she's looking for. A lot of history. So much history. That's the reason why everything needs to be documented now, electronically, digitally, and put in the cloud. That way, if something was to ever happen to this building, it wouldn't all be lost. Here she is.
I put it back there so I could take it.
She put it back here.
yeah, here.
These are the brothers that started the college.
Two of them, just two.
Two of them.
Two of the four.
Two of them.
They were all.
I think these two.
Did you find the book over there about the college? Did you find the information over there on?
I found some of it.
Yeah, and we were just looking at the picture, but we just got this tonight. Do you remember their names? These are Kirkland brothers, John Venus, Joshua Anderson Melville, and Robert Samuel.
Can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
Everything in here needs to be documented with one of these electronically and put into the cloud, because if anything was to ever happen to this building, like a fire or something, which God forbid it happening, but it could, and if it did, you would lose a great deal of history here.
Yeah.
So everything in here needs to be documented electronically, digitally. I know it takes some time to do it, but it needs to be done. It really does. If you want to preserve your history, your heritage here.
My brother Glenn took pictures of all of the
Yeah, that right here. That's
Did he?
high school classes. Yeah. So we got that, but I don't know.
I'd put it in cloud. But you was a judge, right?
Yeah.
How long was you a judge?
Oh, about 30 years and all.
Really?
A.M. Kirkland.
I bet you handled some rough cases, didn't you?
Yeah.
every day.
I bet you still to this day remember the 10 worst ones, don't you?
Well,
And it was
no.
probably all
There's
involving
so many, we were so busy.
Probably all involving children, though, the worst ones, huh? Tearing families apart.
I didn't hear domestic cases.
You didn't?
As a trial judge, I never did. Yeah.
That's weird.
So that's one of them. And
JV, John Venus is one, and the other one is
AM.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Yeah.
And
These
they
two.
were comparing the picture to the one back there of the school group, and they matched it up to him.
So these men right here, 2 of them had a head full of knowledge,
Yeah.
and they was willing to share that knowledge by building a college.
They were all
But
Primitive Baptist preachers.
But because of the chain of events that happened of not allowing the railroad to come through here, now all this is basically dampering down.
Well,
In other words, if the railroad would have come through here, y'all would have basically been Martin,
I've never heard the
Tennessee.
story about the railroad. I don't know anything about that.
Well, it was the governor that refused. Their family refused to allow the railroad to come through
I said I've
Palmersville.
never heard that story. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
So
it's not true. I just
the
haven't
railroad
heard it.
wound up going to Martin, and Martin wound up prospering from it.
I know when they advertised in this book, or in their first booklet, that you had to ride the train to be picked up in Fulton,
At Fulton.
or what was the other place? Dresden, or
oh, what was Whitlock?
Whitlock,
Whitlock.
which is out
North
of
Paris.
Right.
Let's see.
Supply found this is station. This is how this is. We got a ship with you.
Here's your. Well, thanks.
Supposed to go to that.
What do you got here?
All these forget-me-nots, we published these,
Did you?
and we've been doing these newer ones here.
Right.
Greg wrote.
I meant to tell you what a good job, y'all. Those are so nice. All
Thank
the
you.
colored pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, that's uptown.
That's
Yeah.
uptown.
You know, I'll send it to you if I can do it double. If we send it to you electronically for you personally, it's all color.
Well, I like a written copy though, because I
Sure.
That's the way to go is digital. I mean, you record it electronically like that. It don't ever fade or nothing. Plus, you can store it in the cloud. Put it in a computer.
There might be a storm though. I will lose it.
That's way beyond my knowledge. But I mean, I do know what a cloud is, yeah. But
Put it in satellite.
I like to go back and go and look and really put my finger on stuff. I don't know. I just
See, we swap out with her, the Palmersville Society, and we swap out.
yeah. I send a copy to you all and then to the parish,
Sure.
Henry County. So we kind of get covered from all
Right,
directions.
right.
We all just
Well, I
swap out
appreciate
on
y'all allowing for me to come in here and
Here's all-
document
here's
some of
your
this.
take
Right. Document this pertaining to all of this.
I said make a copy, but you just put it in your phone.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna put it in the cloud.
I'm gonna put it in the cloud. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channels.
Hey, Greg. She's been keeping these.
All right.
Yes, he's coming next week.
She done her 8-hour job in flowers. That's all y'all must be down here.
I don't remember that.
That's 4 times a year. You go visit. Every quarter you go visit.
You all have a good evening, and thank you again for letting me come.
Yeah.